marks for guessing who our artist of the week is today. If a Warri boy. You know my people now. Welcome, Ife.
Thank you.
But your name is also Charlton.
Yeah.
His mic is not working.
Oh, so if it's a fake name? Let's begin this way. Forgive me. We were talking about phone etiquette the other time. You're a comedian, and you get all kinds of calls.
Can we just take a little pause and just watch something that Ife did?
Okay. This one?
Yeah, what? Madam, nice one. Thanks, my brother. Madam, are you okay, madam? Very good. Oh, yeah. Stand up, Oga.
Oga, stand up.
Listen, I asked you, did I want you? I did not want you. I want you, I don't want you. You go pick that again? Very good. Oh, yeah, leave this place. Start to the go outside. Shameless gift. Come here. You know the Bible? What you? And they go. They go. The waste time, go back. She not get shame. Madam, hold the bed. Wait with you. You don't understand? Anything we do, once you do plan, let me know. When they go. If you go cook for your children, don't worry, don't go touch you again. Yes, now. That's why we settle matter. She fool. You know, like I said, karate expert. Yes.
So, Ife, what did that man do to her that she was beating him like that?
So that was...
To the applause of the other two gentlemen, including yourself.
That was the response to domestic violence.
Oh.
Yeah.
He had beaten her?
Severally, you know.
Oh.
So I happen to be their neighbor. You know, and I've been warning the young man that this thing that you're doing, one day will give you a reply. So that they will just capture the man.
But that is...
And told her to beat him.
Yeah, exactly.
Ouch.
That is violence.
Because...
Violence, thank you. Because, I mean, it was domestic violence. You now use domestic violence to cure domestic violence.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes the response for those kind of issues is just to let the person know that I can go this route too, you know. But don't overdo it. Don't do it as much as the person. So you are not doing it from a place of wickedness now. You are doing it from a place. Just some people only understand what they dish out. You know, when you give it back to them, they understand it. Exactly.
Okay. So I asked the other time, you are a comedian.
Yeah.
You receive calls. We were talking about phone etiquette the other time. She's laughing already, even before you started.
I want to know if you want to body flight.
So how do you deal with it? Tell us your experience about phone etiquette or a lack of it.
For me, right, because of the way I see things, I tend not to find it as this person not having the right, you know, etiquette and all that stuff. So, like, if you do something, the first thing that will come to me is, how do I turn this into a joke? You know, how do I turn this into a material? So,
typical comedian.
You know, so seeing it from that kind of angle, we really don't put too much attention to the serious part.
Give us an example as a comedian, you know, someone, you know, of such a scenario. And you turn it into a joke. What kind of joke will it turn out like?
Okay, so someone called me on the phone one day, and it was my wife that picked. Now, it happened to be that the person actually called the wrong number. But hearing a woman's voice, the guy didn't want to end the call. So like, so sorry, this is the wrong number. But wait, hold on. What's your name, please? And I said, you can't be calling me and asking me what's my name.
I wonder.
Who did you plan to call? The guy said, no, that's what I'm saying. It's the wrong number. But from hearing your voice now, you sound like somebody, and I don't know you, sir. That's quite, you know, funny. Because we already understood what was going on.
Okay.
Yeah. He was going to...
you know, just kill one stone.
I think you know.
One kill, one stone.
Use two birds one stone to kill two birds.
You know, the final.
Okay. Now, if you're also a musician, which one came first?
Field musician, actually. Yeah, field musician. I was doing music for years, you know. The comedy started in 2016 officially, you know. So I was doing music for years, and It just didn't click.
You didn't blow.
Exactly. But although it was my fault, I was rushing. You know how you do stuff and people tend to say, this guy, you're too good. Just drop an album. Don't even drop singles. Just go straight and drop an album. People need to feel you more. And I dropped the album, and after 1 week, I picked the album back.
You pick up back.
So I knew it was time to, try something else.
And how did you find, who found who? Did you find comedy or comedy found you?
I was actually bullied into doing comedy.
Really? Yes. Who by?
Emeka Smith. He's a renowned comedian too. He lives in the UK now. So every time we hang out, the guy would always tell me, "You're funny. I think you can do stand-up." And for me, the kind of music I was doing then was rap music. And if you know rap music, it comes with this level of pride. So you can't just go and tell people that I no longer rap, I'm now doing comedy. They will not start, thinking that you have failed. So we think that far when we want to, change careers and all that stuff. So that's why on my bio, in my Instagram, I put failed rapper. Just so I will know, so let people know that, okay, you have told myself that this is what happened.
I don't feel.
So whatever you say to me now doesn't really, matter. So Emeka was the one that kept pushing me to do stand-up. For me, it was just two things. One, how do I go to a place? I'm not used to the fact that there's no sound playing. You just stand, people are expecting you to make them laugh. I don't know what they came with. I don't know what their issues are, So, but one day... just for the records, stand-up comedy is the most difficult job in the world. If you are doing motivational speech, you can just quote from anywhere. They don't have to. Your expectation is the highest is response. Wow, that's it. But for comedy, they must laugh. I don't want to care how intelligent you sound. So it's the most difficult job in the world. So imagine me living rap that has sound. You go to the studio, you master this stuff before you come on stage, and now just go in and be as spontaneous as you can get. So I was bullied into it. He took me to an event and abandoned me there. I didn't even know he had left.
But you didn't fall down?
No, I didn't fall.
Exactly.
So, when push comes to shove.
So what did you do at that event before you realized that he had left?
So he said, just go warm the place up, just tell them say they're around. So I did that. And the moment I said, Emeka Smith is around, it was one lady at the event and I came to tell me that I don't go. She just came to whisper, I don't go. I was like,
oh my.
No, in the come. Don't feel good. Until the event proper started. So I was emceeing this event, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I was hoping that he would soon come. So
a miracle will happen.
Yeah, after a while, I just realized that you might as well make good use of this opportunity. And so that was what happened.
And how was it? What was your feedback afterwards?
Funny enough, it was. So that was the first time that somebody actually sprayed me money for doing entertainment.
Whoa.
See?
So it was that money that they sprayed me that made me know that you're funny. I just went in full swing.
That was spontaneous.
Yes. So,
what about the acting bit? When did that one come along?
I had always done the two acting here and there, and...
I'm just thinking about Will Smith.
Yes.
He raps.
Yes.
He's an actor.
Yeah.
He's a comedian.
Yes.
So...
Well, he's not a full-time comedian. He does a little bit of comedy.
You are a full-time. So
exactly.
you can switch it around any way you want.
Yeah, I can. I'm actually going back to music now. Yeah, because we have to.
That's where I was going.
Yeah, we have to.
Please don't call yourself a field rapper. Just call yourself
it's for attention's sake.
Occasional rapper.
So when people still feel, so when they now hear this stuff, this guy is good. It does the attention.
Wow, trying to psych yourself, yeah?
Okay. No, I'm good.
Okay. Failed rapper is for attention. And then I have also seen over time that it would seem like one of the things that a good number of comedians do, first of all, is what you guys call self-depreciating or depreciation jokes.
Yeah.
Why is that?
And because
tell us about that and why.
It's easier for someone to laugh at you, right? It's not always funny when the joke is on you. You know, but as a comedian, we've mastered this. First, the comedy started with what we call yabbing. You know, when some people just yab you either to bully you or that's how they feel like they can play. And every other person that the joke is not on would always laugh until they switch
to them.
You know, and make them the butt of the joke. So it's always safer to start with yourself. You know, tell stuff that you have failed in. Some might be true, some might just be exaggerated, you know, imaginations and all that stuff. So, but the people find it. So when they are now comfortable, then you can now, you know, and it's safe to tell jokes on popular figures, because people can easily just. It's like you're telling a joke about somebody and the person is not there and nobody knows. You have to explain who the person is. That's another job on its own. Yeah, you know. So it's perfect to start the joke with yourself. Sometimes you just see the situation. Maybe you are reading a book, you are watching a movie, and just plant yourself inside that situation. Tell the joke like it happened to you. People will easily relate.
Is it okay? This question is for those who have considered getting into comedy. They have been told that they are funny.
Oh, yeah.
And as a result, they take the dive. And then they unfunny themselves and go back home. So I just want to ask you, is that all it takes to be a comedian? Just being funny?
Well, to start, yes. Because you have to start from somewhere, you know, and then there's no much attention on you, right? At that point, it's whatever opportunity you get, wherever you find yourself, just try as much as you can to let people, you are still introducing yourself at that point. So when you get to a certain stage, then you know that it's beyond just being funny. There are certain lines you must not cross. You know, there are certain occasions you will get to. There are certain things you cannot say, you know, vulgarities and all that, you know. So I think it comes with the different levels that you get to.
And I've seen that a sizable number of comedians are very intelligent.
Yes.
Is that also a prerequisite?
I think it comes because if you're a comedian, the job itself will force you to do research.
Yes.
Yes, it will force you to do research. Gone are those days where anybody can just come and tell another person's joke. You know, these days people dig into subjects, and you find people talking about space, and they are funny with it. Like there's the first hotel in space. So I'm wondering if people will be floating inside their rooms and all that, you know. So,
please paint that again.
You've not seen it? Jeff Bezos, you should check it, Google it now.
Okay.
He just built the first hotel.
In space?
I think it was in the moon or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and if you've seen the videos of people in the moon, they're always floating. And so I'm wondering if you're sleeping here.
How would the wedding take place?
How will you sleep? How will you sleep?
How would the concert?
So he's like me. So those kind of thoughts, that's how a comedian would think. And you have to do research and make sure that some of the things that you say are facts. People can fact check those things, and you know. So it depends on the level you get to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we must start winding down now. We hear you have an event coming. Tell us about that.
Yes. If you're Warri boy, I'm finally famous. Abuja, August 14th.
You are finally
famous.
That's why I'm here.
Oh, really?
That's why I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm finally famous.
So are you accusing us of not sabiing? We say we not sabi anybody, we never famous.
No, we're not famous now. You see that you people that are famous will go and be looking for another person. It's me that will come and meet you now. So we are not famous.
Tell us about your event before you put us in trouble.
So, August 14th, I'm finally famous. The show is titled that because...
Oh, it is called I'm Finally Famous?
Yes.
Oh, we didn't get you.
Oh, you didn't know I was talking about the title of my show?
No.
No, okay, so that's the title of the show.
Oh.
I'm finally famous.
So that's the confusion you want to cause in Nigeria.
That's the idea.
Okay.
So people that didn't know me before now or before then were like, why is this guy famous? They will come and check me out and see. And some of them would have met me before without even knowing. You know, that the more you change. And that kind of
What's
stuff.
your
August
handle?
14th, Abuja, Transcorp Hilton.
What's your handle on
If a Warri boy 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's on which platform? Or all the platforms?
If a Warri boy, not the platforms,
All
but
the
Instagram, just 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Charlton Efe Egboge.
Yes.
He's finally famous. August 14th, Transcorp Hilton, Abuja.
Yeah, so the P is silent. Transcorp.
Oh, Christ.
That's me to
Yes.
know now. Because I'm learning this one now. I
It's
didn't know.
silent.
That's what's up.
Finish.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. You are not a COP member, just so you know.
Call member. Wow, express the call. Wow.
Well,